Welcome. Let's discuss the role of the mentor through the use of paraphrasing. Paraphrasing signals to the speaker that we are listening. A well-crafted paraphrase with appropriate pausing triggers more thoughtful responses than questions alone. Asking questions without paraphrasing can feel like an interrogation. Here are some tips for paraphrasing. Avoid the first person pronoun I. Using stems like, so what I hear you saying is, shift the focus away from the mentee to put the spotlight on ourselves. Let's put the spotlight back where it belongs and avoid using first person. Here is tip number 2. Less is more. Let's face it, as teachers, we're used to talking. But when you're having a learning forward conversation with the mentee, the bulk of the talking should be done by your mentee. If that's not the case, let's fix it so that your mentee can feel truly heard. Our next tip is no interrupting. When we interrupt, we are stopping our mentee's thought processes. Our final tip for paraphrasing is to use tone to communicate intention. When we use a soft voice or raise our inflection at the end of a sentence, we're using an approachable tone. This communicates our desire to understand our mentee and to confirm our mentee's perspective. There are 4 types of paraphrasing: acknowledge and clarify, summarize and organize, shift level of abstraction up, and shift level of abstraction down. Acknowledge and clarify. In this type of paraphrase, we identify and reflect content and emotions. It communicates our desire to understand and value the speaker. Summarize and organize. In this type of paraphrase, we capture key elements and offer organization of thoughts to which the speaker can react. We are helping them to categorize, to see larger themes, and sequence ideas. When we paraphrase to shift the level of abstraction up, we are moving thinking to higher conceptual levels. This is where we try to shift the thinking from specific details to concepts, values, assumptions, and goals. When we paraphrase to shift the level of abstraction down, we lower the conceptual level. We shift from grand or abstract ideas and values to ground thinking and lend ideas more precision. I'd like to invite you now to take out your journal. Which type of paraphrase do I use most often in my practice? What step or steps will I take to build on this important part of my practice? Take a moment now to write down your thoughts in your journal. You can read more about paraphrasing in the book Mentoring Matters.